I'm Dollar Tree Narrator, and welcome to Kyle is Famous. Kyle is Famous is an interactive storytelling game, where Kyle is famous, so golf clap for Kyle. And, yeah. Sorry I haven't been posting much lately. I've been having a lot of PC trouble, so I guess let's just jump right on into it, see what this is about. Alright, Kyle woke up. He is famous. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle the most excellent dumpy white man. Talk Tech noted that Kyle's inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Whatever that means. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. Sounds a lot like Rachel Ray. She's a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Alright, so I guess the game is us preparing for the interview. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is the last chance to prepare for the interview. Okay, I guess we don't get it. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Kyle's first decision of their morning was made wisely. Should we weather away or exit the bed? Let's wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Very good, Kyle. Very good. Ah, shucks. Kyle is now a ghost. Okay. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Figures. Not even death we can get rid of our responsibilities. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Exited his bed, not excited. Open the closet, sit at desk, scavenge, exit bedroom to hallway. We should probably get dressed. Choose an outfit. Let's do that. Getting the slimy comments of stay pretty difficult. So Kyle opted to stick them to his body with Alrighty then. Alright, let's sit at desk. Let's write notes for the interview, cause are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? We're doing that one. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed, or blended? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I'm gonna do the most obscure possible choices. What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. Oh, not do that one. What is your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Back to desk. Back to room. We only got 14 hours left. Exit bedroom to hallway. Let's move to kitchen. Open fridge. Eat the fridge. Jesus. Reach crest on fridge wall. Prepare breakfast. I want to prepare breakfast because eating the fridge doesn't sound good to do. Smash. Let's just eat. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed. Return to kitchen. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Return to hallway. Return to bedroom. There's stuff here. Ooh, small key. Back. Sort of change. Oh, it's time for the interview, I guess. Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a good host before he arrived. Very nice. Very nice. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of ingenuity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Approached Rachel. "Good evening, Kyle," she said, looking at him in the eyes. "I've been looking forward to being here." Kyle responded, "Scream and spin in circles," or answered politely. "I want to scream and spin in circles." Kyle stretched his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. Oh. No. Here. I insist. Kyle shoved his producer out of the way, spread his arms wide, and began to scream loudly. He began to rotate slowly, screaming throughout, lightly brushing his hands against the faces of Rachel and his producer. After several minutes, Kyle was finished. He slowly put his hands to his sides and smiled. "I'm ready," said Kyle. That's like the best warm-up for a show ever. Just scream in circles and be like, "I'm ready." Rachel blinked at Kyle and shrugged and walked over to her seat. She's like, I've seen this all the time. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. "Start broadcast. Good evening, everyone," said Kyle, looking at the camera. "Welcome back to Sam Late with Kyle. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction." Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. "Hello, Kyle," she said. "I'm glad to be here." "Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so might we as well dive right in," said Kyle. "I'm very ready," said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle approached the notes he had taken earlier. Produced. All right. "You ever eat... Hey, Rachel, ever eaten a rye hole?" asked Kyle. Like shell and all?" That's right. I don't know why I put that. Kyle continued, "I have, like, a lot. It's really bad, though. Sometimes I spit it back up." There was a silence. "It actually gets easier the more you do it," continued Kyle without losing momentum. "So don't start, I say." Rachel chose not to answer and look in the another direction. She's probably, who the fuck is this guy? Kyle asked another question. "Hey, I ran over a puppy on purpose," said Kyle. Everyone in the studio froze. Kyle spread his hands out wide. "It's a joke." He started laughing from the bottom of his stomach. Delicious. Nobody laughed with Kyle. Several minutes later, he stopped laughing and moved on. Kyle asked another question. "So," said Kyle, "my mother is a mother. My mother's mother is her mother, and my mother's mother. And many mothers have mother's mother's mother. Is your mother a mother?" Rachel went to answer and stopped. "I believe," she said eventually, "that I should answer yes." Cal asked another question. Are you guilty? Rachel, are you guilty? Cal threw his questions on the floor, stood up, and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. After reading his final question, Cal looked up from his paper. Sorry, almost lost my cool there. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Cal, may I ask you something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. What on earth are you wearing? Are those made of skunks? Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down, the broadcast was over. She's like, are those made out of skunks? He's like, that's all the time we have for today. Tune in next time when I talk to the guy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing? Question mark. Dot. Kyle prepared very well. Alright, sweet. Cowboy. Let's exit the bed. Cal exited his bed. Sit at the desk. Write notes for interview. Are you a mother? Mashed or blended? What's your funniest story? Are you guilty? Cal ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Back room. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Suit of armor. After much squeezing and sweating, Cal managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self. Oh, so I'm a fat dude. Here's your bedroom. Here's the kitchen. Check pantry. Open the fridge. Prepare breakfast. Eat the breakfast. Return to kitchen. Return to hallway. Leave apartment. Ooh, tech store. Kyle walked into the clean, white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot playing soft music from a small microphone. Ask attendant for free samples. Steal Techno Jim. I'm stealing Techno Jim. Quickly before the attendant could acknowledge him, go grab Techno Jim by the shoulders. Nice. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to heave upwards. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered, and ran outside. You know what? I would probably be bewildered too, because here's this guy just sitting there, probably going on his phone, and he looks up. Guy with a suit of armor comes in, grabs their cardboard cutout with a microphone on it, pulls it out, runs out the door. How do you explain that to your manager? So yeah, I was on my phone, and this guy with a night suit of armor came in, and stole Techno Jim. I don't know what happened. What do I do, boss? You're fired, that's what you are. Cal walked down to the middle of the road and took a pondering look around him. Let's just push that because it doesn't matter. Cal hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. Cal approached her. We already read this. Interview technology. We'll do that next time. Well, I'm still gonna scream in circles. Kyle was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. No, no, no. No, no. Yeah. I insist. Kyle shoved his producer out of the way, spread his arms wide, and began to scream loudly. He began to rotate, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready, said Kyle. Rachel blinked at Kyle, shrugged, and walked over to his seat. A moment after seeing the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on, start broadcast. Good evening, everyone. And Kyle looked in at the center of the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken early. Are you a mother? Rachel, I, and many others, would love to know, are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Kyle asked another question. What's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle. But what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot. I hate being a woman. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. Rachel laughed elegantly. Ha 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 ha. Kyle decided to move on. Kyle asked another question. Beef, Matt. A burning question from the fam, said Kyle. Beef, do you prefer mashed or blended? Rachel answered promptly, mashed. Oh, mashed. And no more was said on that matter. Kyle asked another question. Are you guilty? Rachel, are you guilty? Kyle threw his questions on the floor, stood up, and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled and disingenuously. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Why exactly did you decide to wear a suit of armor today? Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. I returned knowing that something was missing. Kyle prepared very well. All right. So I got the same ending. All right, that's annoying. Well, this is a pretty good game. It's an interesting concept. But you know how this is. If you want to see more of Kyle is famous, be sure to give that like button some love. Let me know down in the comments what you want to watch. I know you all have got to go now, but thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe too. I always forget to say that, because half of you are subscribed, and those people are dead to me. And Kyle will show up in a suit of armor, come to your house, knock on the door, be like, good evening. I'm here because you didn't subscribe to Dollar Tree Mary. I'm Kyle. I'm also famous. Yeah, he'll do something to you that's bad. Yeah, I hope you liked the video, and be sure to like the video, all those nice things. And I will see you in the next video. As always, farewell.